8 Kansas City! No, the Kansas City in Missouri. I know, it's confusing.
All right, I hope you all enjoyed tonight's spooky movie, The Creature That Ate Kansas City. You know, ever since the pandemic started, I've had a lot of fun hosting these live streams of old public domain horror movies from here in my haunted mansion, Hoff Manor. But I'm so excited to finally get back out into the world for our in-person show at Littlefield in Brooklyn. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hope you can all be there. For now, have a good night, and don't let the nightmares bite.
Shake, shake, shake it up, baby. I know you've been drowning lately. Gotta shake it up, shake it up. Shake it up, shake it up. I drove you to the seaside. We ate our chips out in the rain just to work this out. Go on a country ride. We're gonna fall in love with life again. Oh, with life again. Oh, with life
Thank you all so much for coming out tonight. Let me ask you guys this. Do you like scary movies? I thought you might. You came to the right place. This is, of course, a horror movie screening and live comedy show. We show a movie, I introduce it, that's this part. We play like 20 minutes, I come back out, we do a little comedy thing, another 20 minutes of the movie, we go back and forth until the end of the evening, and that's the show. If you're thinking that's a weird format for a show, it is, and it's good, and you're gonna like it. It's gonna be a good time. Yes, thank you. Very happy to be here. We've been doing this show online for a while as like a live stream. And you know, because we were online, we had to do all these public domain movies to avoid the copyright detection, like you saw in the opening video, which was fun. But you know, now we're here and we can just do whatever we want, right? There's no algorithm here. Everybody, sing a copyrighted song with me. Happy birthday to you. Yes, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Halloween. Right? Sure. Happy birthday to you. Terrific. You all sound wonderful. Thank you. Give it up for yourselves. Yes, we do have a screening license for tonight's film. I should. I'm a good boy. It's all fine. And the name of that film is The Return of the Living Dead. Wonderful. Yes. Classic 1985 zombie horror comedy from director Dan O'Bannon. Bunch of warehouse workers. Yes, as somebody knows, and punks in Kentucky have to deal with sudden uprising of the titular living dead. How many people here have seen the movie before? Yeah. What a polite crowd. Wow, I thought you were gonna... How many people here have never seen the movie before? It's like half and half. That's wonderful. See, they know you guys are all in for a treat. It is a really, really wonderful film. We got all this wonderful other stuff. We got videos. We're gonna have a guest interview. We're gonna have a costume contest judged by our guests Clara Brafman and Neenan. That's gonna be wonderful. I think some of you came prepared for that. And yeah, and you know, I want to mention, I don't just put this show together on my own. I have a few wonderful co-producers who do the show with me. I know they got dressed up for the show tonight. They, of course, can't be in the costume contest because they work on the show, so that wouldn't be fair. But I thought it would be good to start out by bringing them up one by one, to introduce them to you guys and give them a chance to show off the crazy get-ups they put together. How does that sound? Great. All right, so first off, we have an excellent stand-up comedian, one of the biggest music nerds I know, your good friend, Mr. George Gordon!
What's up, buddy? We're doing it!
We're doing it! So let me ask, what are you dressed as?
Oh, I am the Wasp Woman.
Ah, the Wasp Woman! You guys, yes, from the 1959 Roger Corman movie, The Wasp Woman, which we did on our live stream show 2 summers ago now. That is a deep cut.
Well, you know, I wanted to do something a little bit different, you know. It was like that movie rules, and I love that soundtrack, so let's go!
Absolutely. You look great.
I feel great, Hoff.
Good. Next up, we have a great improviser, someone you might have seen in the improv sitcom show Come Over. He's also a post-production wizard, like myself. Give it up for Andrei Alupului! Hello. Okay, so Dre, what are you supposed to be?
The Wasp Woman.
Also, yes, the Wasp, white Anglo-Saxon Protestant woman. Yes, that's really good.
I wanted to do something, you know, a little unexpected.
Yeah.
Fun.
I guess you guys should have coordinated.
Yeah, well, if I knew he was going to copy me.
Whoa, not with you.
Something else, yeah, Jordan.
Why would I copy you? You're copying me.
Look, nobody has to have been copying anybody else. We all love the movie The Wasp Woman. Okay, this is just parallel thinking, all right? One more co-producer to bring out, and whatever her costume is, I'm sure it'll be completely fine, okay? So, last co-producer here is someone you may have seen on this very stage with her benefit variety show, Generous Laughs. She's a master thespian and a great promoter, Mary Bess Pritchett! Okay, so Mary Bess, clearly you are not dressed as the Wasp Woman.
No, I'm your host, Hoff Matthews.
That's very flattering. Why do you have? Is that a cotton ball taped to your neck?
Yeah, it's your prominent co-host, Adam Zappel. What do you have to say, Adam?
Yeah.
He's shy.
I don't think my Adam's apple is that prominent, really. But,
You don't think so?
Well, I mean, like, you know, sometimes there's shadow in the live stream, but, you know, other times you're in the space and it just, you know, says, you know, pops out, like, hi! It's nice. It's an extra friend.
Okay, well, you guys did a great job with your costumes. Give it up for my co-producers, everyone. Thank you, guys. I will be self-conscious for the rest of the show, but that's fine. Because, you know what's a great way to feel less self-conscious is drinking, right? And we actually have, that's right, we have a custom cocktail here tonight called the Trioxin, which will make sense, I guess, when you see the movie. And for those of you who have seen it, you know. So that's available at the bar. Pick one of those up if you're interested. Make sure to tip your staff generously. And we also have designed a special drinking game for tonight's movie. If we can put up the next slide there. That's right. It's the Return of the Living Dead drinking game. For anybody who wants to play, it's totally voluntary. You can do it with a non-alcoholic drink or whatever. But if you want to play along, here are the rules. Let's go to the next slide. We want you to drink when a major character dies. Happens often. When someone references Night of the Living Dead, which this is sort of a sequel to, in a way. Some of the same people worked on both movies. John Russo, Rita Ricci, Russ Schreiner. You guys know this. Why am I telling you? And drink when you hear the words brains, party, dead, or Tina, which, yes, as you might imagine, these words come up pretty often in the film, so use your judgment, be responsible when playing the game. And there's one more level to this, which we can pull up that, yep. We want you to take a shot or finish your drink, whatever, when Linnea Quigley dances or a skeleton asks you if you want to party. If any of this is confusing for anyone, if you don't know who Linnea Quigley is or what constitutes a major character or whatever, we have a little notification we're going to put up when these moments happen. If we can go to that slide now. Yes, it's the little skull and crossbones icon in the corner. That'll come up on these moments to let you know you need to drink, except with the words. There's way too many of them to do a notification every time, so we're just doing it on the first instance of each of those words. So a bunch of notifications in the beginning of the movie, they taper off a bit later, and you're sort of left to your own devices with that. So Yeah, we got a lot more fun stuff planned for you. I'll be back on in about 20 minutes. I should tell you, as always, in addition to the drinking game notifications, me and my co-producers have added some stuff to the film tonight, here and there, not that much. Most of what you see will be the original movie, but there are a few Easter eggs scattered around, yes, that you can keep an eye out for. And yeah, I'll be back on in 20 with some more stuff, but for now, thank you all for coming out, and enjoy Act 1 of The Return of the Living Dead. By the way, it's very good. Just pausing for a second because I wanted to point out that something that makes this movie really distinctive and special is its incorporation of the punk culture of the 1980s, right? Yeah. This great group of punk characters with their colorful garb and all that. And, you know, it made me and my co-producers wonder, why isn't there sort of more overlap between punk and horror culture? Because there's all these punk acts who incorporate tropes or imagery from horror movies, like the Misfits or the Cramps or what have you. But there's not that many horror movies that incorporate punks. This is like one exception to that. So we took it upon ourselves to make a horror short film in the punk horror subgenre. And, you know, we didn't have a whole lot of money or a big budget or anything, but one of our heroes is Roger Corman. We showed tons of his movies on the live stream show, you guys know. He didn't have a lot of money either, and so we took some inspiration from his Edgar Allan Poe adaptations and created a short film in the punk gothic horror mode. So we're going to show that to you right now before we get back to the film. So this is our, thank you. This is our punk gothic horror short film, The Cask of Four Loko.
I, Count Von Piss, am to receive a visitor. My old dude, Fardinato, is coming over today. Or is he my dude, really? Cause I heard he was talking shit lately. Man, your band sold out, now you're playing mall punk. At least I still have credibility here in my punk house, gathering dust like some washed up scuzz.
Oh, but to show there's no hard feelings, why don't you come by Casa Von Piss? I've got a delightful flask of original Formula 4 Loco that I paid a pretty penny for. Could you help me identify if it's legit or I got fucking ripped off, good sir?
This here, you old motherfucker. How sick it is to be called here to party in the state.
Oh, Fardinato. Parties here aren't what they used to be. Casa Von Piss has seen better days. Lately, it's a punk house of one. But enough grousing about how shitty everything is. Follow me.
Yeah, so then dog breath is like, give me $1 and I'll set it on fire. Hell yeah, easiest dollar I ever spent. But it stressed me out because now I'm just like running around screaming with his dick on fire, looking for some water to put it out. I was like, what the fuck? Did you have an exit strategy? He was like, I thought we were near a lake. I always associate campfires with lakes. I was like, come on, buddy, we're in the fucking woods.
Jesus. Did they fix it?
Oh, he loves it now, dude. It still works, and he's super proud of it because it looks like beef jerky.
Wow.
Yeah, dog breath rolls with the punches. You know, sometimes bad stuff happens or misfortune befalls you or some shit, but you come out better on the other side of it or whatever.
That's certainly a rosy fucking way of looking at things. And it escapes easily from the lips of those that ended up okay. But at the end of the day, you know, shit's cool or shit sucks. And when shit sucks, there's no way of looking at it that makes it better.
That's right, bitch. You gotta do something about it.
I'll do something about it indeed, you disease.
Again, we're gonna take a look at the loco. I was gonna ask, Joe Fuck.
Joe Fuck's a stoner. He doesn't know shit about booze. Don't get tricky with loco. I'm glad you get me out.
Alright. Well, let's just, do this archer.
Now, speaking of weed, this would be a cool smoker.
Good news, you fucking sick. It's your very own hot box now.
turn things around, right? Brick by fucking brick.
Okay. Where's the logo?
I'm gonna bring it in a second, dude.
Oh, okay. Oh, fuck, dude, you're not.
Kick me out of the fucking band.
Dude, you couldn't sing and you insisted on being the front man. Your songs were great, but everybody was writing great tunes, you know? You refused to step down.
It's punk. You're not supposed to sing well.
You know, it drives me fucking nuts when people say that. It's bullshit. Like, I know what you mean, but go back and listen to the records you're talking about when you say that, and they're hitting the fucking notes, man. Just because the emphasis isn't on polish doesn't mean there isn't talent and passion in the music. I mean, every time I play, I'm really trying my best.
I win. Try your best in there. Forever.
You're not gonna go through with this, man. It's really fucked up. It's a fucked up thing to do.
I know. That's punk.
God damn it. Fuck you, dude. You better not be tagging something lame and generic on the outside, dude.
Nah. It's cool.
It wasn't long after this incident that I got into EDM and really found my place in the world.
Well, bye.
I changed my name to David Buechele. I can make like $300K for DJing a 2-hour set. It's fucking sick. Anyway, no one really gave a shit when Bardonado disappeared, so I got away with the whole thing. In hindsight, I can see that it was really fucked up. I acknowledge that, but I don't really feel bad about it. Rest in peace.
It was pretty fucked up what he did to Ferdinando, in my opinion. But hope you guys enjoyed our short film. And now, let's see some more of The Return of the Living Dead. Maybe we can all just go home early if that works. But wanted to point out another really fun thing about this movie is the soundtrack, right? That's great. I mean, incredible original score, but also so many like authentic LA punk songs from the 1980s. It's really incredible. Actually, I have the soundtrack here on clear vinyl with blue and green swirls, I believe. And to hear a little bit more about it, I'm going to bring out our resident music expert, my co-producer, George Gordon.
What's up? We're doing it live, Hoff.
We're doing it. It's happening. You did a bit of a costume change, I see.
Oh yeah, I'm not producer George Gordon right now. I'm not comedian George Gordon. I'm rock journalist George Gordon right now. Yes.
That's cool.
Yes.
Well, rock journalist George Gordon, I understand you're a pretty big fan of this soundtrack.
Huge fan. The record totally slaps. You go to Hoff's Horrorfest, I wrote an album review, kind of like a Black Cameron Crowe thing. It's pretty amazing.
It's on the website. Check it out. We're transitioning to a pitchfork model at this point. And, I should point out, this vinyl LP is actually our grand prize in our costume contest tonight. Whoever wins gets this. That's right. Yeah.
Well, wait a second. I'm rock journalist George Gordon. I don't get to keep the record?
No, it's the prize. It's the prize for the contest.
Haven't you seen Almost Famous? That's one of the perks of being a rock journalist, is getting to keep the records.
I have seen that movie, yeah, but I don't know. I explained this in the green room. I thought you were paying attention.
You were talking to producer George Gordon. I'm rock journalist George Gordon. Totally different guy.
Okay, yes, that would be the problem then. I don't know. I'll see if I can get you another copy or something.
I would like that.
I'll see what I can do. But this is for the costume contest, everybody. So get excited for that. rock journalist George Gordon, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. And yeah, let's see some more of the film. That is a hell of a chomp sound effects at the end there. Yes, thank you. So things are clearly really popping off in the movie at this point. These zombies are very out of hand. And you know, this is a scenario that we've all been thinking about for decades or for our whole lives, right? Like, what if there really is a zombie apocalypse at some point? What if the dead start rising out of their graves and devouring the living? What do we do? What's our plan? Is there somewhere we can go? Can we be safe in our homes or whatever? And you know, I think recent experience has taught us that the most important thing in a crisis situation like that is having celebrities on hand to tell us what to do and be reassuring, right? This is a necessity. And I don't think it's responsible to wait around for this situation to happen before you start, you know, mobilizing that response. So we decided to create our own celebrity public service announcement to be released in the event of a zombie apocalypse. We reached out to all our famous celebrity friends. They were all very generous with their time. They sent us self-taped videos and stuff. And we edited those videos together into the PSA that we're about to play for you. So this is something we have on hand. If a zombie apocalypse happens, we can put this out on social media or whatever, and people will know what to do and what to feel. So again, this is our celebrity zombie apocalypse PSA, and I hope you guys like it. Let's play that now.
Well, hello, everybody. It's me, Dolly Parton. Oh, times are pretty tough right now, what with that zombie virus infecting all our kin.
Hi there. Ryan Reynolds here. So, looks like we got ourselves in a zombie apocalypse. Howdy. Not good.
Lord, we need another vaccine, 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 vaccine.
Hello, hi, it's Jeff Goldblum. Yes, I know we're all feeling a little scared, a little frightened, a little concerned about these monsters that they wanna eat your flesh.
I'm John Oliver, and I would like to talk about something very important with you. Zombies. Some of you may be thinking, oh, the zombies that bad. Let me reassure you, and this is 100% true, a zombie will eat your fucking brain.
But remember, it's because you are so delicious.
Most of my Dolly Parts are fake, so if anyone takes a bite out of me, they're gonna come up with a mouthful of silicone and crazy glue.
My wife and I, we're safe. We're in Canada. The rest of my family. But you're being chased by bloodthirsty monsters. In my house, we just call that the paparazzi.
Hi, I'm Joseph Gordon-Levitt. You know, there's nowhere I'd rather be than on set filming a new season of my Apple TV Plus series, Mr. Corman. Right now, we've all got to do our part to avoid being unwillingly enlisted into the undead hordes.
It's me, Nicolas Cage. Now, other times are strange, very strange. We gotta be prepared for when zombies try and bite our faces off.
Some of you may think you can beat the zombies. I'm gonna go for a walk with the zombies. Fuck you, Dad. Seek shelter like the rest of us.
I have a chainsaw, honey, the size of my torso, and I'm ready to just rip some zombies apart and serve their brains up on a silver platter.
Make sure to barricade the doors, block off the windows, but most importantly, block off the fear from your heart.
Stay strong. Wishing you good luck. We'll survive.
I know it may not seem like there's much you can do to help stop this catastrophe, but that sense of hopelessness is just in your head, in your head.
Zombie, 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 ha, ha, ha,
What's in your head, zombie, zombie.
Ding bong ding.
Yowza.
Do your part to halt the horde.
Thanks to all our celebrity friends for contributing to that. We're now going to take a 10-minute intermission. If you need to use the bathroom, buy a drink, get yourself a trioxin or whatever, you can do that. And we'll be back with more of the film and the costume contest and all that. So, 10. Things are not going so well for our heroes so far. We're getting close to the end of the film. I don't know if they're going to pull it out, but we are about to do the costume contest. I have the prizes up here. I'll go over them in a minute. But first, we need to do our interview with our special guest, because I love this movie. It's super fun. I love sharing it with you guys. But I didn't think it would be right to show a zombie movie without giving proper shrift to the monsters that make these sort of movies possible. So, I want you guys to give a warm welcome to our special guest tonight, Greg the Zombie Peterson. That's cool. This is great. Hello! Greg the Zombie, thank you so much for being on the show.
Hoff, thanks for having me, and please, just call me Greg. The zombie is a bit formal.
That's true, sorry. Well, Greg, I understand you're a New York native.
I am. I grew up just down the road on Sunset Park. Oh, whoops.
Lost your finger there.
Oh, whoops. That happens sometimes. I'm sorry, that's
Don't worry,
embarrassing.
Totally fine.
Get that bacon there.
So, how did you come to be undead?
Well, first of all, those of us in the community prefer the term once alive.
I'm sorry, I apologize. How did you come to be once alive?
I was, sorry. I was working as a security guard at the Greenwood Cemetery a few years back, the night shift. I was doing my loop, and I stopped to have my usual late night snack, fruit gushers. When all of a sudden, I was attacked. I was bit on the shoulder, and I thought I was a goner, but that's when Layla showed up.
Layla?
Yeah, that's my partner. Say hi, honey. Yeah.
So Layla is also once alive?
No. She's a zombie hunter. She's my girl. She's best batting average this side of the Mississippi.
What? So obviously she hasn't killed you.
Me? No.
And you haven't tried to eat her?
Well, of course I tried to eat her. I mean, who wouldn't, am I right? She's what we call a snack. But seriously, Hoff, most of us once alive people don't try to eat other people. I mean, me myself, I've been dead for over 3 years, and people still run screaming to the other side of the street when they see me. They don't even give me a chance. And it's just rough. I mean, don't even get me started on once alive legislation. It's a lonely way of life. But Layla, she got me back on my feet. And she got some glue on when they fall apart.
That's very sweet, but how do you survive?
Well, I survive off the same kinds of things you do. I mostly just eat what's in the noggin. I mean, the thing is movies like this don't really properly show once alive people in the right light. I mean, look at that poor woman who was strapped to that table. I mean, there are people out there that are not half the person that once alive woman was. But that's why I do these live appearances, because I want my kids to live in a world where they see somebody like me. They see their dad. on the screen.
Well, so you are able to have kids?
Wow, Hoff, that is an incredibly personal question.
I'm sorry, I didn't, I just, because you're once alive, I just didn't know if you can reproduce. It's fine, we don't have to talk about it.
No, it's all right, Hoff, let's talk. To be honest with you, Rayla and I have been talking about adopting. There are plenty of children out there that want a forever home, that will have parents that understand them.
So there are, once alive kids out there also?
Of course. They need somebody who gets them. They need somebody who can help them study for a test, who can show them how to reattach an ear so they don't get off balance, or can give them a healthy meal of mice so that their cravings for human flesh will subside. We're paving the way for a whole new generation.
Wow, well, I feel like I've learned a lot tonight. I hope you guys have too. Greg, thank you so much for sharing your time with us.
Oh, don't sweat it, Hoff. I never do. But that's what happens when your heart stops pumping and your pores dry up, am I right?
I guess. Well, we're about to do the costume contest, and, I was wondering, would you mind just staying on to help judge? Would that be all right?
Well, honestly, normally I wouldn't, because to me, Halloween is more about appropriation than appreciation. But you know what? You've been such a treat. I'd be happy to.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much. Give it up for Greg the Zombie Peterson. And, I'm going to bring out our other guest judges for the costume contest. First off, we've got horror filmmaker and Hoff's Public Domain Horrorfest guest, Sydney Clara Brafman. Yes. And then there's photographer, makeup artist, and horror film aficionado, Neenan. This is our panel. And I will just say, over on the side there, we have our prizes. We discussed the soundtrack. That's first prize on vinyl. Second place is Please Kill Me, An Oral History of Punk by Lex McNeil and Buechele. And then we have a bag of severed fingers and gushers for the runners-up. So, we also have a Returning the Living Dead enamel pin, which we are giving away for third place. So, now's the time, guys. So everybody here who is in costume and wants to participate, stand up. And I have to see how many people are looking to participate in this. Okay. Thank you. Wonderful. Okay. Well, let's have you guys come around to this side. We can have you get up on stage. There's steps on the stage left over here. And just to set the tone, I just want to ask our guests, if you can talk a little bit about the importance of costuming and makeup effects in horror cinema.
I mean, it's everything.
It sets the mood, right?
Yeah.
Like, you could have a really wonderful low-budget film, very much like what we're watching, or the wonderful low-budget film that was cut into this movie.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And it really does set the mood. I think about Tarman in this, and
yes.
he is iconic.
He's out there, comes out of the tank, yes.
Yeah,
He was based on my uncle.
Oh, wow, that's so great. Congratulations.
Oh, tell me say hi.
I see it now. Resemblance.
We have a resemblance.
Tell me I love him. Thank you.
His name's George Tarman.
That's enough name dropping, but thank you, Greg.
But so he comes out and he is amazing and scary and gooey and fully animated. And then he bites into the really chained punk's head, and the head looks like oatmeal.
Yeah.
But you don't notice it, and it works, it's great. So
I think both of us are going to be diehard practical effects people for the rest of our lives. And a physical object is going to sell no matter how stupid it looks more than VFX anytime.
That's
no
true.
matter what.
Does anybody's costume here incorporate CGI? Okay, good. We're good. We're off to a good start. Okay, great. Well, I think we can bring our competitors up on stage here. If you're ready, everybody just get on up. We can evaluate you and judge you. All right. Come on up. Crowd on here. This is all part of it.
Oh, wow. Performance! Okay, bonus points.
I feel very immerse in this experience.
Yeah.
I like your service on this guy. That's good.
Ooh, that pizza really cut the line.
Well, first of all, give it up for all our competitors, guys. Judges, any thoughts?
Well, can everyone say what they are? I would like to hear from you guys.
All right, down the line, real quick.
Quickly.
Let's tell us what your costume is.
First Squad wore glasses in here just to fool y'all. One of y'all know that I'm a real American, and you might call me a conspiracy theorist, but I'm here to tell you about the real conspiracy.
Capitalism.
Oh,
Yeah,
capitalism, okay.
Right. Okay.
Doctor.
Doctor.
Simple and concise.
Shouldn't actually share the microphone with everyone. It's just sort of a gesture.
My name is Herbert West. I am better known as the animator.
Connie Conehead.
Well, I hope that was helpful.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It helped a lot.
People don't understand that animals can be zombies too, so I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I have a pet dog and cat, and they're dead. So me and Layla, like we take them in. Just like we want to adopt children, you should adopt, not shop, zombie animals. It's the same kind of thing, so I appreciate this. Also, that conehead, I mean, the brains that's in that conehead.
We appreciate your restraint.
Yeah, I'm restrained, yes.
Yeah.
So,
Any front runners? Any favorites emerging?
I have a tie for who's the scariest to me.
Yeah.
Well, zombie sloth is, I mean, incredible. Clearly very scary. But also, red t-shirt man.
Mr. America.
Well, it's a little
Kills the
incentive
boat.
there.
Good performance.
Oh my god, I also have a tie, although it is a bit different, and my tie is performance-based. I love Sloth a lot. I'm feeling a lot of vibes from you. And I also really love the energy that Reanimator is giving me as well. Animator. Yes.
True, very impressive.
I also, like I said before, the sloth is great because it's really shining a light on animals that need homes. But I also appreciate Doctor.
Yeah, I mean...
Because they're the real heroes.
I agree.
I mean, the Doctor couldn't save me, and I am where I am now, but I appreciate doctors.
But is it the doctor's fault?
Huh?
Is it the doctor's fault?
No, it's not the doctor's fault. I was bitten by a zombie. I mean, you can't
There's
reverse
nothing to do
that.
with that.
I mean, maybe the animator could reverse that. I don't know. They could animate me back. I don't know.
Look, not to put too much pressure on anybody.
Yeah, sorry, pressure.
We're not
I mean,
gonna
the
change
pizza looks like my cousin because he got real mauled up. So I don't know. That reminds me of that, but I can't. I don't know. Yeah, sloth. I'm going for sloth.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we don't have a very formal process here, as you guys can maybe tell. I feel like...
Is there a point system there?
I'm going to go out on a limb and say sloth is number one. Where we do one half, and then say sloth wins. Anybody want to push for maybe an argument for 2 or 3?
I mean, I think doctors are heroes, so
Okay.
number 2.
And the doctor for 2?
I agree with. Let's make a doctor number 2.
Let's do it, guys. Let's do it together. The doctor for 2. And our 3rd place prize?
Yeah, I mean, animator.
There you go. That's right. I'm going to distribute our prizes. This is for you, good sir. You can't eat my you can't eat my brains. You have to take the record, I'm afraid. Thank you for understanding. Oscar gets Please Kill Me, the oral history of punk. And, I forgot to bring out the enamel pin, guys, but I will get it and bring it out for Herbert West.
Sounds like it doesn't exist.
And everybody else, you can take a severed finger or a Gushers from the bag or whatever you would like.
Could I have some of those severed fingers?
Yes, I will save some for you.
Nobody wants them, I'll take them.
Yeah, everybody can have some
Gushers
fingers.
also.
We have fingers enough for everyone. Well, not for everyone, but for everybody up here who matters. So, thank you all so much. Grab your prizes on your way out. Everybody give it up for all our contestants tonight. Here, take this. You guys can take your seats. Thank you. Put that in front. Give it up also for our judges, Nikki Neenan, Sydney Clara Brafman, and Greg the Zombie Peterson. Thank you guys. And yeah, there's only one thing left to do now, and that is to finish the film. So, please enjoy the final act, the thrilling conclusion of Return of the Living Dead. Soresi, and Xeller. Thanks to Littlefield for having us here. Great venue. Our tag in the back there, Dave, Shin, everybody. And thanks so much to you guys for coming out tonight. I know it's a rainy night, it's a long show and everything, so I hope you all had a good time. Thank you. This is maybe the last thing we're ever doing, but if you want to hear about any potential future endeavors of ours, we got Instagram at Hoff's Horrorfest. You can email hoffshorrorfest@gmail.com. Sign up for the email list there. I'm on Twitter. We have a website, hoffshorrorfest.com, so you can find all our stuff there if you're interested. Thank you all again so much for coming out.